Today we're going to make some pork ribs, actually pork belly on the bone. I've sous vided it for 12 hours at 80 degrees right now. So we're going to put it on the smoker in a moment. So we're going to smoke some ribs, then we're going to grill some corn. We're going to make a blueberry miso puree, and then we're going to make a chipotle barbecue sauce. And then we're going to have this crumble from the pork rinds or the pork crackling with some fresh chives, lemon zest, and lime zest to give that nice sour touch to it. So first thing we're going to get going here, we're going to start our grill up here. Make sure we got some good smoke. I already got my grill to the temperature, of course. We're about 150 degrees Celsius right now. Need to get our smoke rolling on. Now we have a good mixture. So I'm mixing in some cherry and some hickory here, yeah. And then we're gonna break down our coals a little bit. So we'll close this up, get her smoking. We'll check the color of the smoke. We want kind of a bluish color, not a brown color. So we're almost there. Yeah, see it's a little brown. Let that go for a minute. But in the meantime, we're going to take our pork ribs here. We're going to pass the sauce. So we sous vided them, like I said, for 80 degrees Celsius for 12 hours. I'm going to take all that nice, loveliness from the pork there, the flavor. Got nice big ribs here, yeah, I got them. I didn't do anything, I didn't season them, I just put them in the bag and let them cook like that. Oh. The beautiful thing about this, you get a lot of gelatin, a lot of flavor, a lot of eiweiß protein from the ribs and the pork belly. So these are almost your St. Louis cuts. Just I had my butcher cut them a little bit different for me. It's a pork belly on the bone with a little thicker, yeah? So we're gonna take them out. We're gonna see a nice, juicy rib already. So we're doing a little modern technique. You can cook these on a smoker for 6 to 7 hours. I like the tenderness of it and the juiciness of it here. So we're gonna dry our ribs off a little bit here. Pat them dry. And then we're gonna add our spice mixture. Yeah, your classic rub. You can add the rub now. You can add the rub before. I always do it right here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna peel away that pork belly skin. Something nobody likes. It's not bad. You can cook it all the way off, just like we did right here, the sous vide. It's one option of it. And you see how tender that is. We can already take the bone right out of the rib. Yeah, so we're already 2/3 of the way done with the cooking process here. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is that it's so tender and juicy, and that you're already almost there. So we're gonna take our rub, your classic barbecue mix, get it on there for color. It's kind of a wet rub now because of the sous vide. Yeah, like I said, you can do it before, but what happens is it turns out to be more like ham because the salt and sugar cure the ribs. Yeah, so we're not going to add too much on here. We don't want to get too wild with it. That bone's falling out, that bone's falling off. It's going to be delicious here. So now we're just going to add an intense smoke. Now we have a good color. You can see that the color has changed. It's more like a blue color. And that's what we're going to get going here. So I'm going to stack one of our ribs in here. There. And the second rib in there. Yeah? And we're going to let that smoke. Next thing we're going to get going here is our corn, because that takes about 18 minutes. So we're just going to peel the husk off the corn. Open our nice little handy dandy tray. The husk you can save, you can dry these out. Smoke them in the oven, also smoke them, and you can make a nice stock from them. It makes a really nice stock if you smoke them and then cook them in water for half an hour or two, infuse that flavor. Gives a very interesting stock. So take that, clean all the silk off of it. And then we're going to take a little bit of olive oil here. Some of our aluminum foil. Fight with the wind a little bit. Now we're just going to take the corn. Going to brush the olive oil on the corn really good. And coat the whole thing. Yeah. Take a little bit of salt. And we just roll our corn up like so. We'll do it one more time. Olive oil. You can use any oil. I like olive oil. Has a bitter spiciness to it. Sometimes a really grassy root flavor to it, fruity flavor. So I enjoy it. So we get these on the grill. Turn our grill down and preheated it, but you only need about 180, 220 degrees. Set this here on top. It takes about 15 minutes. Take some of our sauce here. We're going to go to the chipotle barbecue sauce. So we're just going to take our chipotles here in adobo. Chipotle is just a fire roasted jalapeno, and then they marinate it in tomato paste. This comes out of Mexico. They have it all over South America. It's already, you see, it's already kind of in the art of barbecue sauce. Yeah. So we're just gonna add that. Gives a nice roast, smoky aroma. Then we're gonna take a barbecue sauce that I made, just a basic barbecue sauce, a sweet, smoky, sour barbecue sauce, and we're going to add that as our basis. Yeah, I got about 1 to 3 here, so about 3 parts barbecue sauce. Yeah. Ooh, that is good. I have to say, somebody knows what they're doing there. So we cover that back up. So then we're going to take some of our stock from the sous vide bag, and we're going to add that in here too, just a little bit. And then we save the rest for other beautiful things. Yeah. So we set that to the side. We're gonna get this cooking. Let me taste it first though and see where we're at real quick. Oh yeah. So we're gonna get that cooking on here. And bring that just really to a kind of a boil. Don't have to add much. The barbecue, you can buy any kind of barbecue sauce you want, has already the ground basics to it. Yeah, the sugars, the vinegars, so, and all the spices. So really the chipotle already has the spice that you need. It's almost finished, so we're good. We check real quick on our ribs. Looking good. The smoke is doing well still. Temperature is at about 250 Fahrenheit, about 140 Celsius. It's all right. We're going for a quick smoke. We already have the thyme and the sous vide. So then what we're going to do is we're going to move to our pork crumble. So I just have some pork rinds here. That's just our pork crackling. It's just the skin from the pork that we boiled, and then we dried it out, and then we fried it real quick. So from there, I need some other ingredients from my garden. So we're gonna grab some fresh chives here. You can get, try not to take the flour because I like the flour for later. There we go. Take our fresh chives, and we're gonna grab some fresh parsley here as well. You know, so we're just gonna cut these up first. If the wind works for us today, maybe they all fly away and have to start all over again, but so far we're doing all right. Chop our chives up. We'll get to our parsley. Clean up this dish. We'll use this dish again here. It's okay with a little bit of olive oil. We want a nice dry crumble because that gives a very nice explosion of flavor. The freshness from there as well. I'll chop up some parsley here as well. Just a rough chop, doesn't have to be so fine. Yeah. And we're gonna chop up some of our pork crackling here, the popcorn. This will fly away. We just got some big pieces. It's good enough. Can do it a little bit finer. And we're just gonna add some sea salt, crumble it a little bit. We don't need very much. We got a lot of seasonings coming, so we don't want to take away too much from there. Then we grab a lemon and a lime, yeah, so we're going to take the zest from the lime. So adds a nice freshness, nice citrus note, both of them, yeah. Plus they go really well with what we're adding, yeah. The blueberry needs that sourness, the barbecue sauce that we're bringing needs that sourness. You can combine everything, and then when we get to the blueberries, I'm gonna clarify how I made those. Yeah, so take the lemon as well, and we take some of the zest here because we're getting too much in our microplane. So there we go. Clean this all up and get all this goodness into our crumble. Then we're just gonna mix that up here. And then we're gonna give it a check for salt and seasoning, kind of a little bit more salt. It's nice fresh, yeah. So you always need something to cut the fat when you're barbecuing. The fat and the smoke, the bitterness of the smoke sometimes. So, and that's where this comes in, this freshness, the citrus notes from the herbs and the lemon zest, and then you have that pork fat crunch and the sea salt. Yeah. So we're gonna go to now to our blueberry miso puree. So what I did is I took a bunch of fresh blueberries. I made a miso mixture with some sugar, water, sake, mirin, and salt and sugar, and I just mixed it lightly, all the blueberries in there. There's an extra ratio I made, and then I let that sit for about a week. Yeah, you can let it sit for 7 days, wash the blueberries, and then now you have a fermented blueberry, and the miso is this nutty umami taste, and in the end you have some blueberries like that. So we're going to keep some of them off to the side for decoration. So we'll take a good amount of them, and we're gonna puree them as well. So we leave a little bit for our plating. Now, let me just take our hand mixer. Puree our blueberries. Check our smoke. Still doing good. It's looking delicious. So then we're just going to put that into a piping bag, a disposable piping bag for right now. So now we have our blueberry miso puree. Our miso marinated blueberries are fermented. Our crumble. We're gonna check on our barbecue sauce, and we're boiling right now, so that's a beautiful thing. Pull out my country napkin there. Just trying to incorporate all the flavors into barbecue sauce. Tasting amazing right now. So then we're gonna take our hand mixer and puree those big, the big pieces of chipotle in there. I know you can smell that at home. Smoky, it's sweet, spicy. And every element of the palate today. We got the umami, the sweet, the salt, the bitter, the spice. It doesn't get any better than that. And then the sour as well. Good there. Taste here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Turn our corn a little bit. Cook it evenly on every side. Checking our ribs. Doing really good. So the smoke flavor is there. So we gotta let some things cook for right now. Takes about 20 minutes for the corn, as I said before. We're only about 5 minutes into it. The ribs gotta cook a little bit. So we're gonna let that do its thing. Then we'll get back to plating. In a minute. Smoke is in our meat. Corn's been cooked. Chipotle barbecue sauce is ready. So we'll get that off. Set that here to the side. Take our corn here. Really only need one piece. The other ones can keep rocking and rolling for the family. Take our nice pork rib here. Pork belly rib. There. Find ourselves a nice big piece here to work with. Flip it over. Like I said, look at that. Oh, that bone comes right off. That's exactly what we're looking for. Do that in 6-7 hours also on the smoker. I prefer to do combination method here. Yeah. Comes right out of that. Oh. Amazing goodness. Yeah. Take that goodness to the side. Flip her back over. And we're going to find us a nice piece to cut and present. Yeah. And then we put the rest back on for the family. So we're going to, this is only for, don't do this at home. Eat the whole thing. This is just for a picture. We're going to cut through. Just square off a nice piece of meat. Yum. Yum. Like I said, don't do this at home. This is only for professionals. We got a nice piece of meat here. Take our shell back. Don't waste all that goodness. And then we're gonna back on the grill in a moment. Yeah. So then we're going to take our barbecue sauce. hot daddy. Let's make some space here. Get all that goodness. Huh? Then we're gonna glaze our pork, yum, with the chipotle barbecue sauce, yum. Yeah. And we're gonna take our crumble. We're gonna get that on top. Oh man, look at that. Yeah? That is one sexy piece of meat. Yeah? Then we're gonna go to our blueberry barbecue gel. I will do that in a second. We'll do the roasted corn first. Yeah, I'm gonna take that out of our foil. Got some nice color there. I'm gonna cut right through here, and then we're gonna cut through the middle here. Take us a nice chunk of some of that roasted corn. Lost a spoon, whatever it is. Take some of that roasted corn. I'm gonna spread it on the plate a little bit. Yeah. Take some more from the chipotle barbecue sauce. Spread that around. Take our blueberry miso gel. And some gel points here and there. Get it in by the barbecue sauce. The two flavors, umami. And we're gonna take some of our miso marinated blueberries. Put those all around. Then we're gonna grab some of our nice fresh herbs here. We're gonna get a little bit of capricina, nostrium crest here. This gives a nice bitterness to it, nice color. Grab some fresh fenchel here. Now and then we're gonna add that to our little gel on there, so that it sticks. Get one over here. Get some other herbs. Some of that fennel. The fennel passes great. Some of this on top here. Fighting us today. And this is our country pork belly rib going in. Fermented blueberry miso gel, fermented blueberries, roasted corn, and chipotle barbecue sauce. Guten Appetit. Till next time, from Country Gourmet with Chef Derek Carter, guten Appetit.